Okay, greetings. My name is Kamau Masharia. I'm here to pitch AquaTech, a platform or a web application that is designed to streamline piped distribution management. So, an introduction about pipe distributed water. In Africa, water has been an issue. So, from where I am, I've approached this issue from this angle. This only deals with piped water distribution, where the distributor has to go read the meter at the client's location, then go back, create a bill, and drop the invoice later. And basically everything has to be manual, or that is what they do. Manually go read the meter, get you a bill, maybe SMS you or WhatsApp you the bill, or drop it as an invoice. This is what we are trying to change. And this, what I've written here as the problem description, is what I've received from a customer that this project belongs to. The project, the main challenge is the inefficient method of data collection. First, the meters must be manually read. There is no real-time monitoring, like you can't flag a leakage. It has to leak until someone notices it, because there is nothing to alert you. Then there is the delayed billing process, the paperwork, and also the difficulty in identifying critical issues promptly. Like now, you can have a leakage next to a sewer line. You get that? That's really serious. It even messes up the quality of the water. But this is not to be identified until it has already happened. So the tip is, we are trying to do an automated data collections system where you just use your phone. If you are doing the manual meter reading, or still have real-time monitoring, like meters that can send you the actual bill at that very moment, and you just have to consume the data that is coming from the meter. And this is the step that we are moving forward to, acquiring the meters and implementing the tests. But this will help in data analysis also, like we can analyze the data, things that you can't do without proper information management or collection. So we analyze the data, we can tell the usages, we can project the usage, we can project maybe the losses according to the alerts that have been there in terms of leakages, infrastructure destruction, a lot of that. And these things happen real time, and the notifications are there for each. We are currently using SMS notification, something that we've implemented only with JavaScript, and we're not actually going to use any other external API. So a lot more to come. So the solution here, as I was telling, is just that. Is a seamless integration, data collection, storage management, visualization, and notification functionalities that will help the distributors overcome these hurdles that have been there. So what are the learning objectives of this project? You see, after completing this project, one will have proficiency in database design, because you have to cater for the relationships. One, like from meters to meter readings, to whose meter was read, to when was it read, who read the meter, all that. Databases have to be designed with best practices, best practices. So we also have an issue with the backend development. This will be something that we want to be reliable, want it to be efficient, we want it to be real time, like it doesn't have to lag. We want it to be a microservice architecture such that when one service is down, the others can still continue. And this will be a plus to us because maybe you're working on one end or you want to improve a feature on one system, so you can still register someone, you can still do anything else. And also it helps the system like to use only the required to keep them alive, the only required services to be running at promptly when they needed. We have the front end development. You see, to develop this, we have to visualize the data. This is the key aspect of it. You have to visualize the data so that at a glance you can tell that, oh, the readings are going down, so maybe we've lost some water here and there. Everything should be visualized well, and that is where the front end development is. And also the deployment part, which will be a plus to know exactly how to deploy this and to monitor it after deployment. So what technologies am I using? I'm using Python, my favorite, for the backend, and Flask framework. Python because I just like Python, and this will be a microservice architecture, so every service on its own. Then I'll use the good old MySQL database, and front end will be React.js, the beauty of it. So the deployment, maybe to settle with one, I'll just do a cheap server, some online, maybe DigitalOcean. Okay, just something cheap. Okay, now the project milestone. This project is already developed. It's in the implementation phase. So I'll be talking in past tense for some bit, and then in the future tense for the other part. So the design and the day 1 to day 3, this I used this time to design the database, the connections, everything, and to design the idea, like the program flow, like to identify what will be happening where and when and why in every step of the program. So I know exactly how this feature is relating to the other, when it will be used, how it will be used. I've gone through the whole process and identified what I need to do. So date 4 to date 7, I started the backend development. This was feature implementation actually. So knowing exactly what will go where was a big plus, because I designed everything. Like I did the company registrations, where these will be like software as a service. So a company can register, then they can go ahead and register workers under the company, and they can assign them roles, such stuff. These are the features I'm talking about. Then also there is the front end design that I did in 2 days. So it was actually just visualizing the design itself, and now this is the part I'm in at, the testing and integration part of it, integrating the back end to the front end so that the data can be shown and exactly as I want it to be for the consumption of the viewer, maybe the client or the authority managing the water plant. So there is also day 11 to day 14. This will be after I've deployed it, and now analyzing the reachability and factors that can only be after it has been deployed. Okay, I don't know much about anything else, because I think this was the simplest way of it to go about it. And